Hi, I'm Chris Cheney. I'm an artist based in Melbourne, and I'm currently taking the Milan Art Mastery Program. So I've just completed the first week, and I just wanted to tell you what it's all about and what we did this week. So this is what we did in the first week. We went straight into oil painting. This is a subtractive glazed oil painting, so you put in the dark layer first. Draw the image in and then pull out the lighter tones, and then you actually go over with a transparent glaze to block in the color, and then you go over it again with an opaque layer to bring out the highlights. So that's what we did today, and then we also did some drawing. We drew a shoe. We worked on different lines and mark making, learning how to use the scale tool, which I actually hadn't used before. Learned about proportion and stuff like that. So yeah, today, this week was pretty interesting. I was quite daunted by doing this. You know, you're just jumping right into it. Normally I do draw, but normally I draw in my sketchbook. And when it comes to painting, I use a projector just to speed things up and to make sure everything's proportionate. So with this one, we had to freehand draw it just from the reference image, which was quite intimidating. It came out pretty good when I did the drawing and the subtractive layer. And then when we started doing glazing, and especially the opaque layer, I wasn't that impressed with it. And especially these wings in the reference image, they are like a really vibrant teal, turquoise, and I couldn't mix those colors for some reason, so that was a little bit challenging to get it particularly bright. And I feel like, because I normally paint with acrylics, I would have been able to do it in acrylics, so I'm not quite sure what's going on there. But definitely a really good learning experience and a really good introduction to how to oil paint. So this is pretty good, I think, for the first week. And it's interesting to be kind of a beginner again and have to learn everything new again and not be as good as I usually am. So trying times, but for this first week, I'm pretty happy and excited to do the second week. There was a lot of content this first week, but I think the next few weeks will be less intense. And one of the good things they do in the lesson is they give you an indication of how long you should spend on an assignment. So, you know, they'll say, okay, this shouldn't take more than an hour and a half, or this shouldn't take more than 3 hours, to keep you from just, you know, obsessing over it and spending way too long on each assignment and then getting behind. So I've been doing that really well and setting a timer so that I don't go for too long. Now, the other thing I'll show you, in this course, they have you set up your palette in a very specific way. So we use a glass palette. And what they teach is warm and cool colors. So the cool colors go in the background and they recede, and the warm colors come in the front and they come forward. So they have you lay out your palette in a very specific way. So I got this piece of paper and wrote it all down so that when I look through the glass, I can see it and I can lay it out. So it's cools on one side, warms on the other side, and then you have a row of opaques and a row of transparents, and then you go yellow, orange, red, green, blue, purple, and then you've got your complementary, so yellow and purple, orange and blue, green and red. And so it's pretty easy to, like, if you want to neutralize any of your colors, mix some browns, it's pretty easy to do that. And it's also pretty easy if you want to play with complementary colors. It's all kind of visually there for you. So yeah, pretty good week. I'm excited to see what next week brings. If you like what you see and you want to know more, just subscribe or follow me on social media, and there's more where that came from. Thanks.